Что делать, бля?
She should have listened to her father. Why didn't she listen to her father? She thought she could defy her father.
Нихуя. До этого все было понятно. Последний раз я такой завтык получал, блядь.
The curse strangled you just like it strangled him.
Я с этого дебила искал, как увидеть. Даже на начало не могу добраться.
Nobody will love her now. Can you remember what love feels like? Look what happens to the thing she loves. She destroys the thing she loves. You have no chance. Do you remember the smell of his neck?
Какого хуя?
Do you remember what love feels like?
Есть идеи, ребят? Или Google?
You broke him. You killed him. You couldn't see the darkness within you.
Я открыл дверь, там поломанная лестница. В прошлый раз я лестницу пофиксил, просто посмотрев на нее издалека. В этот раз эта херня не работает.
You have no chance for love now. Nobody will love you again. Ever again. You kill. Your curse has claimed Dillian. Poor Dillian. He didn't know. He was kind.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Everything gets broken in the end. You killed him with Because he believed in you.
Бля. Простите.
She should have listened to her father. Why didn't she listen to her father? She thought she could defy her father. Doesn't know.
Надо было найти правильный угол. Охуеть.
Just like it strangled him. Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Zinbel and her parents, and Dillian, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul.
Хер. Эйзи.
These rooms mean nothing. It's all part of their game. They've set you trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? It's laughing at you. What if they take you? You're cursed. Dillian, you're letting this get in the way. What if they are just to tire you out, to make you weak before the battle? He was the only one she could trust. Could she trust him?
Стрелочка.
What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying it by minute? What does she think she's doing? You're not special. She thinks she can read. They mean nothing. Villian, being special. You owe your life to time. It could all be a waste of her time. Everything. The gods are just toying, playing. What if the gods are laughing at her? It wouldn't be this. Be the first time.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Ой, бля. Где же эта параша? Может ли она быть в другом дименшене? А нет, она тут. Она тут, но мне ее отсюда не достать.
Your curse has claimed Dillian. Poor Dillian. He didn't know he was kind. She thought she knew best. She thought she had light within her when she is. She is pure darkness. Do you remember the way he looked?
Мне интересно, как этот транзишн между этими кафами работает. Если действие в одном делает действие во втором, и при этом остальные
What if
действия не
this
меняют
is
ни хрена.
pointless? What are you doing?
Это странно.
Why did you think you
The
could?
Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea and sent for a giantess.
Жена Балдера умерла, просто увидев мертвого мужа.
You squashed it, strangled it, flattened it. The curse cannot be undone.
Открывайте дверь. Я опять не посмотрел. В порядке ли у нее рука в прошлом?
Blood on your hands. You are guilty.
Если это можно назвать прошлым.
Was it worth it?
Да ну нахуй страшно, алло.
Be very, very careful.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms,
She's not.
learned to see the world through his eyes,
She's steady. She can
and slowly,
do it, Senua.
the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
So tight. That's it. Quicker.
Quicker.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Breathe.
Нет.
Where's he gone? It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to the He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world? You, Only you can see just to be rid of your nightmares. Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
Сложно.
I live for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. I made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Мне кажется, нас ждет еще одно
Killing you would be
испытание.
too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside. You're
Я
disappearing.
думал, испытания 3, а их 4.
Every time you
Бля,
remember,
куда.
it disappears. They're going to take everything. They're not yours anymore. They're going to take everything you have. The memories of ghosts.
А потом еще оказывается, что их 5, блядь, 6,
They're eating you
12.
from the inside. They want to kill your soul.
Это
Crush it. They think they want your body, they want your soul. They want your mind, and they're going to take it.
А тут приходил человек, который говорил, что эта игра параша затянута.
Nothing is yours anymore.
I saw once
Еще,
a
еще.
plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
Да, это делали Ninja Fury.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels.
What is this place?
Это та же студия, но другая команда, скажем так. Там команда из 15 человек отдельно делает эту парашу.
Where is it?
Чтобы типа было что-то мультиплеерное, чтобы был заработок, кроме
There he is.
покупки их игр.
There he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house. He's
Find-
going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
Бля. Сука,
Stench
сколько
of rot.
говна.
She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No,
Идеальная длительность это 6
not
часов.
everyone can.
Я сейчас на 4-м.
It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong, something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her.
It's broken.
But soon enough,
You have to fix it.
as the bodies piled up,
Но я умер
laughing,
меньше 10 раз. На данный
and they
момент.
knew that she was not like that.
Before he disappears, Senua, you have to get in.
Ты умираешь и возрождаешься, но у тебя правая рука, видишь, чернеет. Она чернеет все больше и больше, пока ты литерально не сдохнешь. А потом твой, как я понимаю, сейв удаляется нахуй, и ты с жопой проходишь игру заново. Блядские лабиринты. Блин, только не опять эти камни с говном, пожалуйста. Ненавижу камни с говном. Я в них теряюсь. Лестница. С какой стороны надо на нее посмотреть? С этой? Или вообще сверху? Хуй я туда заберусь.
The Northmen speak of a death moon, a light shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farmhands, and then the farmer and
Меня
6 of
бесит
his men
загадки
drowned at sea.
с этими
Death
дверями.
is not the end of it,
Все остальные загадки норм.
because the dead
А с
return.
этими дверями, блядь, непонятно. Зашел, изменилось,
You
куда,
see the
параша,
death
говно. Меня эти
Beware,
загадки тупо
because there will
выбешивают. Мне
be
нахуй не
death
нужно.
in that house.
Какой-то эффект хотя бы был, типа. Ну что еще? Либо надо сверху смотреть. Как мне до верху добраться? Скажите мне что-нибудь, блять, я начинаю злиться опять. Может это параша
We
для
found a
дам.
way to climb the tower. A ladder. Quick. What now? You can see it. A line to the truth. The bridge.
Надо идти. Да блять. Стоп, что я только что был увидел? Это херня. Как не попасть к этой херне? Да блядь.
That's it. You did it. She didn't do it. It's not done yet. Just a small piece of the puzzle.
Ебучий кусок говна с этими дверями. У меня сейчас ебало будет кривое, блядь, если мне еще будут подпихивать этого говна.
She did it. Did it. You fixed the
Какая параш. Именно с дверями. Ладно, это еще более или менее. Именно та большая загадка перед первым боссом, блять, где у тебя куча белых символов было. Вот это было просто, блядь, говно ебаное. Тут еще более-менее. Кто разобрался не сильно долго тупя. Для на край пятом нет проблем с лицом.
Come to me. Where are you?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Are you in there?
Where is he? Find him.
Come out if you
You
are.
have to find him. The runes. Focus.
Dillian! They're coming for me!
Забаню. Я никогда не спорю, что я туповат в загадках, но...
What's that voice? You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him. Dillian. Go to him. He's trying to save you. There it is. It's close. Run! It's close. Run now! What should I do?
Lights.
Go towards it. Focus. 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 Look.
А что я... А куда я должен был реагировать? Блять. Второй раз в жизни сдох от Таня. Первый раз потому что побежал не туда. Блять.
There it is. Run! It's close. Run now!
А куда я должен был бежать?
Where's your soul? To defend yourself. Is that creature? You can't. You have to find one more. One does.
А куда мне бежать? Нет, смертей это уже, наверное, 10-е. Я нихуя не понимаю, куда бежать, блядь. Там дверь откроется? Нет. Огонь сзади подпирает. Говно. Я опять скажу, что вот загадки, которые на время, что ты должен именно либо тебя сейчас уебут, либо ты победишь. Я ненавижу и никогда не буду любить. Это очень странно, что я был спидранером.
Go towards it. Focus.
Find it.
Focus. Focus. You've got them. There's the door. Find a way out. Find the door. Run. Look at you. Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again. I can't find you.
Ну, поедь, спасибо, поддержал. Я перепроходить это говно не буду. Да куда отсюда, блять, бежать? Что? Я нихуя не понял. Они добавляют говна на лопату, блядь. Если, блядь, любите страдать говном на время, блядь, идите, не знаю, спидраньте.
It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll
Куда оттуда бежать? Если мне кто-то скажет, блядь, я ему значу 200 рублей.
save here. Run.
А если нет, забаню всех.
You came through the wrong door. They're coming.
Так. Я сейчас умру тут 20 раз и все, блядь, мне игра закончится. Блядь, это самая парашная комната в игре. Если я сейчас еще раз умру, я дропаю игру. Я просто дропаю игру и все.
There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. Run. Run now.
Да блин, ты можешь сфокусироваться, дура тупая.
To defend yourself. What is that creature? You can't defend yourself. It's Dillian. Find the creature. Where's Dillian? Where are we? It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is Dillian? You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like.
Да все, пизда, я бы 15 жизней проебал, блин. На эту тупую сраную парашу говна, которая нихуя не интересна. Если кому-то интересно вот это вот говно бегать, то, блять, его надо эвтаназию сделать на всякий случай. Ну типа реально, это, блять, неинтересно.
Where's your soul? To defend yourself. They want to kill me. It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. You're lost. You're dying. This is what death feels like. Help me.
Я думал, что может дело в последовательности или в чем-то еще, но я не успеваю ничего сделать, как я загораюсь на том месте. Что это за параша?
There it is. It's close.
Проблема
It's close. Move
даже
away.
не в лабиринте, не в говне, не в прочем. Проблема в том, что я умираю, хуй знает почему там.
Where's your soul? To defend yourself. Is that
Да ты можешь начать идти, кусок говна?
It's Dillian. Find the creature. It's Dillian. Where are we? It's not safe. I feel unsafe. Where is it? I'm not safe. You're dying. They're coming for me. This is what death feels like.
Тут же ж нет ни свободной камеры, ничего такого. То есть вся была проблема в тайминге, о том, что я недостаточно далеко убегал от этого хера. Охуеть интересно.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
You are. Все, 4 испытания прошли.
This darkness has made me a monster.
You've done it. You did it. The warrior trials. You need that sword. Go get the sword.
Go get the sword.
You have to get the sword.
With grammar reforged, you will have Odin's blessing to walk, a goddess, into the halls of Helheim and challenge Hela as an equal.
So Dillion was helping me.
Настя, это уже близко к концу или нас опять наедут?
And the sword will lead me to him. Like when we first met.
Стоп, как я туда забирался? Быстрее где-то бежать. Только половина! Эта игра затянута.
Dillion gave her the strength to pass the warrior trials, and she saw a way out. To leave her past behind and become a warrior in Dillion's clan.
The sword is tainted by the
6-8
gods
часов
of
это идеальное
darkness.
прохождение для обычного среднего игры. Большего не надо.
He wants me to take it.
You will pay a price for this.
But years later, with Zinbal's parting words still haunting her, the darkness came back.
Но у каждого свои критерии для игры.
The plague. Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us. You have blood on your hands.
They're coming for you now.
They're coming.
They're coming to get to you.
Это что, меч на батарейках?
Hold it. Hold the heavy strike. Hold it. Unleash the sword. The mirror focus.
Ладно.
It's building. You won. He's defeated. Focus. 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 Focus now.
Ладно.
You can do this. Focus. Focus. Now. Focus. Focus.
Сука.
There's nowhere to run to.
In the sea of corpses, The corpse waved through itself over the ones I loved. The ship broke up under them. The ship that had sailed from the land of shining fields. Their memorial stone is sacred. Come not here in the sun. Come not with a sword. Come not crying over a naked corpse. Come not with disturbed mind.
She's lost.
Do you hear the suffering, Senua? Does your precious gift of sight let you see the souls that rot here in this sea of corpses? Do you feel the blood running cold on your skin? Do you hear their endless cries? Do you smell their putrid wounds? They were once brothers, sisters, and loved ones. And look at what you have done to them. All because you were a coward, because you ran from your curse instead of facing it. When you turned your back on your father, Zimbo, you turned your back on the gods and let the darkness wreak havoc on your people. Why must they pay for your heresy?
He can breathe. You finished it. Hope. Focus. Focus now. Focus. It's the only way. Behind you. Focus now. Finish this. Finish this. Finish it. Go! Right leg, focus, focus. You're stronger. Focus.
Who's that?
Who is it? Galena. Where are you?
Do you hear, Senua?
It's
Do you hear the voice of your mother, Galena? She calls for you, Senua. Go to her. Answer her pitiful call.
the darkness took her life, and it will take yours too. It's taking you further and further into it.
Прогулки по аду, как всегда. Все в говне, везде враги и ноющие люди.
Mama! I need you! Help me! You're both dead. You both surrendered to the
Your
voices.
dear beloved mother was powerless against the darkness when it came for her. She too had a sight. She too doubted the gods and let the darkness infest her. But she didn't run. She escaped the only way she knew how. She gave her life to the gods. If only you had done the same, the world would have been spared this horror.
Так и знал, что будут враги.
It's not too late. She's calling for you. Why don't you join her?
He's gone! Yes, sir. Focus! Now! Focus! Focus! Focus now! Behind you! She can ignore the pain. The mirror. Focus is coming back. He's finished. Don't give up.
Ну иди сюда, чепушила.
Watch out! Fight! Watch out! He's stronger than you. He can anticipate your moves.
Давайте. Хорошо хоть есть инвул, когда ты уже в ударе. А то было бы весьма обидно.
You can do this. Focus. Do it. You're close. You won it.
Давай,
Why
иди сюда.
do you still fight on? Maybe you too could suffer with your brethren in this rot and let your blood seep into the seas and the rivers of hell. Isn't that what you deserve after all you've done?
Очень
Give
много
the
врагов.
darkness what it wants, let it swallow your soul and destroy all that you are. Why are you fighting for someone who is already dead? Just look around you. What hope is there for him, even if his soul could be rescued? Do you think he would thank you for what you have done to him, to his friends, to his father?
Stop them. Finish this. End it now.
Фу, вот это, конечно, была затяжная битва, честно говоря.
You're both dead. You both surrender to the voices. The darkness has taken you. Galina and Senua. Galina and Senua. You are lost. There's nothing you can do.
Типа, честно говоря, для меня это выглядит как эндгейм. То есть я добираюсь, пиздиваю Хелл, все хорошо, и я пронзаю себя мечом и умираю. Если это только половина, то реально, либо они что-то придумают, на второй раз просто так упасть откуда-то, это, блядь, будет отмазка уровня God of War.
I can't fight it anymore. Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother, to go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
Senua. Look at me.
Ты не видишь? У меня зрачки расширены.
They're calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said it. I have blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
Symbol was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbal is a fake. He is a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you. Who do you trust? Him? Or me? Do you still believe in me, Senua? In us? Come back to me. Please. Don't let this
Единственная
darkness
польза от геймпада, польза. Ты можешь откинуться на стуле и просто вот смотреть в лицо.